Robert Vesco is America's most notorious fugitive. For years now, law enforcement officials have been trying to nail him on a variety of charges, most of them related to the disappearance of millions of dollars from a company that Vesco controlled. Tonight in this special segment, Brian Ross describes how Vesco continues to live his life on the lam in luxury, now in the Bahamas, where the Vesco connection is powerful and illegal.
For more than 4 years now, this beautiful, seldom visited island in the Bahamas, just 200 miles from the Florida coast, has been the base for one of the biggest drug smuggling operations in the world. The island is called Norman's Key, and here, in the middle of nowhere, a smuggler's dream. Refrigerated hangars to store tons and tons of cocaine, and $1 million paved runway long enough to handle jet planes. This is the man who dreamed the smuggler's dream, the man at the top of the Norman's Key smuggling operation, Robert Vesco, the accused Wall Street master swindler who fled the United States 10 years ago and is now said to have made millions of dollars in the drug business in the Bahamas since the late 70s, when these pictures were taken.
He roams the streets freely, usually with not more than 2 bodyguards.
This Florida drug agent worked undercover in the Bahamas.
Mr. Vesco was involved very heavily in the cocaine traffic. He was a major financier. He provided some of the muscle or protection for different groups of smugglers, and that the majority of his empire was being held together by money that he was making from narcotics smuggling.
Federal agents have been following the Vesco drug business for at least 2 years. This seized freighter is just one of dozens of boats and airplanes that agents say Vesco has used to smuggle cocaine and marijuana into the United States. Authorities say Vesco's Colombian cocaine supplier is this man, Carlos Lehder, like Vesco, a fugitive from American justice. But federal authorities say that even with all they know about Vesco's drug business, the ships, his Colombian connection, his island drug base, even knowing all that, they haven't been able to stop him.
Law-abiding Christian...
American authorities say Vesco is just too well protected in the Bahamas by some of the leaders of the ruling party, the PLP, the Progressive Liberal Party. A Justice Department intelligence report says a Vesco associate has been, quote, allegedly paying approximately $100,000 per month to Bahamian officials, including Prime Minister, unquote.
Mr. Prime Minister, can we talk to you?
Prime Minister Lyndon Pinley declined to be interviewed by NBC News about allegations of corruption in his government. In public, as at this rally last week, some of the very Bahamian officials suspected of being involved in drug corruption with Vesco and others speak boldly against drugs.
I say crime and drugs is frustrating our positive image in this country.
This is Kendall Nottage, a member of the Bahamian Parliament and a cabinet minister. NBC News has learned that this summer the FBI was actually making plans to try to arrest Nottage as part of a big federal effort to crack down on the drug groups operating out of the Bahamas. The plan was like Abscam, to get Nottage on a private yacht just outside Bahamian waters, to get him to take a bribe with hidden cameras rolling. But the plan was blocked at the American Embassy in Nassau.
I've stopped it.
United States Ambassador Lev Dobryansky says one of the reasons he stopped the FBI investigation was that it might upset delicate negotiations with the Bahamians over a U.S. Navy submarine testing base in the Bahamas.
Now, this can be very embarrassing. It could, naturally would be, and it could be very destabilizing. When you look at the total picture, I mean, our relations with the Bahamas is not solely in the drug area. There are many other things which, over the long pull, will be more important than the drug.
Federal authorities say 70% of the cocaine and marijuana coming into this country is coming through the Bahamas.
South Florida is not rid of all of it yet. Not as long as we have the Bahamas out there.
Move over, guy.
Police in Florida are making dozens of drug arrests every day. But the supply of cocaine hasn't gone down, it's gone up. And it's gone up because of the wide-open operation of drug bases like this one on Norman's Key, run by American fugitive Robert Vesco, said to be protected by Bahamian officials, and tolerated by American diplomats, more concerned with Navy bases in the Bahamas than drug bases in the Bahamas. Brian Ross, NBC News, in the Bahamas.